guys, welcome back. So today I have for you a DIY at home Starbucks drink. So I know that I love going in and getting like iced things from Starbucks, and I know it can get pretty pricey. So I have 3 drinks that I'm going to show you how to make at home, and they are super easy, and they are just as good as Starbucks, if not better, because you really get to customize it to what you want a lot easier than it is for Starbucks. Because like if you go into Starbucks and you get your drink and you sip it and you're like, I don't really like this, it's not sugary enough, or it's too sugary, or there's not enough coffee in it. You can't, like, you can go back in and ask them to like change it or add something, but it's just not as easy as doing it at home where you can just like squirt some more syrup or like add some more coffee. So I'm gonna show you how to make the iced caramel macchiato, the iced salted caramel mocha, and the chai lattes. So if you would like to see the 3 at home Starbucks recipe, then just keep watching. Alright, so for this first drink, you're going to need milk, caramel sauce, some hot chocolate mix, some whipped cream, some coffee, some salt, and then obviously a cup. I got some from Starbucks, and then you're going to need ice. So the first thing that I like to do is do my coffee, because since I do like my drinks to be iced, the coffee needs to be able to have time to cool down. So I'm just putting in this coffee, and I'm using the smallest setting. So for most of these, you're supposed to use Expresso, but I don't have it, so I'm just using the smallest setting in my Keurig. Then taking some milk, you need 1 cup of milk, and then you need your hot chocolate mix. You need about 2 tablespoons, depending on how chocolatey you want it to taste. I just did 2 like kind of heaping tablespoons, and you're just going to put this into your milk, and you're going to stir it around. Obviously, it's not going to mix in very well to the milk because the milk is not hot, so you're just going to give it a little bit of a stir, and after you have stirred in most of it, you are going to pop it into the microwave. I think I put mine in the microwave for maybe like 2 minutes. Afterwards, it's going to come out looking like this, and it's going to be nice and chocolatey, and everything's going to be all mixed together. Then you're going to take your sundae syrup. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons. I didn't want to measure it, so I think I probably put in way too much, but it's okay. It ended up turning out really delicious. And then you're just going to give it a nice little stir, and then pop this into the fridge or freezer as well to cool down. Then you're going to take your cup, however cup you want. I got mine from Starbucks. You're going to fill it with ice. Now, normally I don't like that much ice in my Starbucks drinks, but when I make it myself, I can put as much ice in as I want. And then you're going to put the cooled milk and kind of hot chocolate mix into a cup. Mine had been cooling for about 10 minutes, and I like to fill it to that top black line that's right there. And then you're going to take your cold coffee and slowly pour it on top of it and kind of drizzle it in. I like to pour mine in nice and slow so it has a nice gradient effect. Normally when you drink it, you're going to want to stir it up so it's like everything's blended, but for picture wise, it looked really good like this. And then top it with just a little bit more caramel sauce, or a ton depending on how much you like caramel. And then you're going to want to put some salt in. You could have put the salt in with the mixture that you put into the microwave, but I didn't want to. I just wanted a little bit of salt. And then I like to be extra and add some whipped cream to mine. And I'm just going to put a ton of whipped cream because like I like my pumpkin pie, I like my whipped cream with my pumpkin pie. And I'm just going to put that all over. And then obviously add some more caramel just for pictures. I probably put in way too much caramel, but I wanted the picture to look nice and pretty. And then I took the hot chocolate milks and just put a little bit on top just for beautiness. So for this next drink, you're just going to need some vanilla syrup. I got mine from Starbucks, milk, and then caramel sauce, and then coffee. So just doing my coffee like I did before, putting it in the Keurig and using the smallest cup to get the strongest coffee. And then you're going to take your cup and you want to decorate it with the caramel sauce. That's what they do at Starbucks. And you're just going to put it on the very outer part of the cup and just kind of decorate the cup to make it look fancy. And then you're going to take your vanilla syrup. Normally I do not put this in just because I think it's a bunch of extra sugar and I think it tastes just fine without it, but since this is what Starbucks does, I thought I would show you. I'm just going to put 2 pumps in. I think for a venti you're supposed to put like 5 pumps or 4 or 5 pumps, and I just think that's way too much. I usually skip it. Then filling your cup with ice, I fill it about to the black line, and then I'm going to take my milk and I'm going to put it up to that black line at the top that I just pointed to. So once the milk is poured, you're going to take your coffee. I had mine cooling, and you're going to slowly pour it over the ice. You want to do it slowly so you have a nice gradient effect, because that's what looks the best, obviously. You'll want to stir it before you drink it. And then it'll look something like this. You're going to want to take a little bit more caramel sauce and put it on the top, and then that is your drink. So this last one is the easiest one of all. You're going to need some Tazo chai latte or pumpkin spice latte mix, some of that vanilla syrup, and then some milk, and then some ice. So the first thing I did was filled my cup up with some ice, and then you're going to want to put a couple of pumps of the vanilla syrup. Usually I only put 1, but for the sake of this video I put 3 because I think that's how many you're supposed to do, or 4. And then you can pick whichever one you want. I'm going to use the classic one just because I know not everyone can get their hands on the pumpkin one right now. And then I'm going to put it up to about the middle of the black line after the first one, and you'll see how much. And then I'm just going to pour that over my ice. I don't want to put in too much chai. It depends how much chai you like. Should be dependent on how much you're going to pour in. And then you're just going to take your milk, and then you are going to pour the rest of it all the way up to the top. This drink, you do really want to make sure that you mix it well before you drink, or you're going to get a very, very strong chai flavor. So if you make the first drink and you think it's a little too chai-y, then you can just add less chai next time. So once again, give it a good stir, and then your drink is complete.